So we all survived Monday. A lot of people said that we were going to crash 1987 style, but we didn't. So what next? All right. So I wrote this yesterday because people were kind of freaked out. I'm going to share with you how bearish the next bear market is going to be. Okay. This is nothing. We're sitting up around like 12.5% from all-time highs on Bitcoin. So one of the biggest reasons that the next bear market, we're not in a bear market, but next bear market is going to be so bad is because of this specifically. Most companies that bought Bitcoin for their reserves will sell at the first signs of a bear market because they have shareholders to worry about and they don't understand Bitcoin. This will only fuel the cascading price of Bitcoin next bear market. Have cash on hand when the dust settles. You're definitely going to want to have cash on hand. Now, people are like, I think we've topped. A lot of people say that we've topped, that we're not going up any further. We're not going to pass all-time highs. I absolutely disagree with this. I think we're going to see all-time highs probably well before most people think in this space. Why is that? Sentiment is absolutely garbage, and we just had a $19 billion leverage wipeout. Those two things alone make me incredibly bullish, and I'm going to cover some really bullish news as well. But check this out. President Trump says China may pay a 155% tariff if there's no trade deal by November 1st. And what did the market do today? Absolutely nothing. We dropped, what, 2%, 1.5%? The market doesn't really care anymore. The market's just like, you know what? We've already flushed out enough people. There's not a lot of people wanting to sell anymore. The people that are holding now, especially after that and survived what we experienced the last couple weeks, are in it for the long haul, and they have really good risk management. Now, we also have some really bullish news here. Interest on the debt was $1.2 trillion for fiscal year 2025, a new record. Now, he says the silver lining is that the rate of increase has slowed dramatically, and if the Fed gets its act together, Treasury yields may very well fall next year, reducing interest expenses. I absolutely do not agree with that. Here's some backup for that, all right? This is a Kobeshi letter. The U.S. debt crisis is intensifying. The total U.S. debt reached a record $98.8 trillion in Q2 2025, equal to 324% of GDP. Federal debt also rose $35.6 trillion in Q2, but the most recent data has shown that it reached $37.5 trillion, or 123% of GDP. These numbers are ridiculous. There is no saving a country with this amount of debt. I'm just saying, it's the end game, and the end game may take a long time to play out. I'm just saying, there's no coming back from that. You cannot vote your way out of this. Let's also go on to this. Non-financial corporate debt hit $21.9 trillion, representing 72% of GDP. Financial corporate debt totaled $20.9 trillion, or 69% of GDP, and household debt reached $20.5 trillion, corresponding to 67% of GDP. America has never been this indebted, and it's going to continue and continue and continue. That is why Heidi and I started this channel, so we can educate the masses on what is happening. And please share this video, like and share to people around you to educate them, because they're going to desperately need to hear this and how to protect themselves. Now, let's go on to Trump and how much Baron Trump made from the last liquidity event. Obviously, you know that I'm not picking on Trump here. He's probably a nice guy or whatever. He's just a central bank puppet, and I'm going to prove that too. So this Wooly Ross on Twitter says, so Trump manipulates the market by saying he's imposing 100% tariff on China. Keep in mind, that's just Wall Street. You know, it's not Trump, it's Wall Street, the Federal Reserve. The Bitcoin market crashes $19 billion, but Trump's son Barron, who invested $30 million into Bitcoin, 30 minutes before his father made the tariff call, made a cool $190 million. I'm not going to read the rest because, I'm not blaming any politician puppet. All right. So this is exactly what you should be expecting with Wall Street fully in this space. Don't expect anything less. Many people call this, including myself and Heidi. We knew that once you invited Wall Street, the manipulation would be ridiculous. And what did we see? $19 billion of liquidations. Boom. And now here, this is some bullish news for you. I know you're sad about, Wall Street getting involved because they're now manipulating the crap out of this space. But the good news is, for those of you who own Bitcoin, bad news for anybody that doesn't, US credit card debt rises to a record $1.33 trillion. And also we have grocery prices keep rising. Frustrated consumers are trying to adapt. They're never going to adapt. Wage increase is never going to outpace inflation. It's just not going to happen. That is why people that have jobs right now are never going to make generational wealth for certain, and they're never going to get out of this rat race unless they are buying assets like Bitcoin, okay? Now, I should also say not a lot of people are going to make money this bull market, and this kind of sums it up, and I'm going to end it with this. This is from Coin Mamba. This is a funny tweet. Uber has no cars, Airbnb has no houses, crypto traders have no money. That is exactly what is happening right now. The crypto boys, the crypto bros, whatever you want to call them, they are not in control in this game. Wall Street is fully involved with this game, and they've been manipulating markets longer than we've been alive. So how can you play this game? You play it by buying when everybody hates crypto. Everyone hates it. Like when FTX collapsed, it was almost embarrassing to say that I was involved with crypto. Now everybody loves it. Everybody thinks it's the greatest thing ever, and governments are buying whatever. Perception changes very easily. The masses are very easily brainwashed into thinking, oh, this is a good asset. Now, oh no, now it's a bad asset. Just depending on who's talking about it. It's really interesting. So you want to do the opposite of what other people are doing, buying when they hate it and selling when they absolutely love it. And we're going to be selling this bull market. We've already sold a little bit, but we are going to cash in on this next bear market because I think it's going to be the absolute most fun bear market we've ever had in history. All right, talk to you guys soon. Check us out at learningcrypto.com.